So it was into this culture of gender stereotyping and discrimination that I was born. The different reminders that boys were superior, that even the girls' IQ was inferior, such an early exposure to this level of biases. I was like, who will even hear my tiny voice in this wind? Am I vulnerable? I asked. I hated my gender identity. I hated my culture. I felt less valued. I felt like an afterthought. I just wanted to be seen as equal. My emotional struggles were not easy. It was self-doubt, the fears of not being good enough, the struggle for self-assertion. I had to deal with bullying. The societal expectation was for every girl child to be perfect. In all this, it was difficult expressing my emotions because nobody would even understand me. The desire to be seen, to be heard, to be valued was just burning in me. Why must the girl child be relegated to the shadows? How can I earn the same respect and admiration as my male counterparts? I thought. I wished I was a boy instead. In order to fit in, I opted for masculine clothes, masculine hairstyles, just to blend with the boys. Everything was about competing with the boys. I just wanted to fit in by embracing all these masculinities. I even became a tomboy. But this wasn't really a sustainable solution. The costume didn't quite fit. The mask was suffocating me. It hasn't even changed the way the culture viewed me. So it wasn't a too good idea after all. But I had to continue. Then I grew older, still with this mindset. Again, I thought that making a career in the male-dominated profession wouldn't be a bad idea. After all, it was all about seeking validation and acceptance. I did exactly that. I enjoyed challenging the guys. It turned out well, but I still wasn't fulfilled. With time, I realized rejecting my femininity wasn't the solution. It was a life that wasn't authentic to who I am. I needed a more sustainable solution. I needed to embrace my true identity. This quest to embrace my true identity brought about the emancipation. Freedom from self-denial, freedom from falsehood, freedom from seeking cultural and societal validation. I was conditioned to believe I was less, but I realized I was even more. So the revolution began just within me. I started to embrace my womanhood. The time came to acknowledge the flaws of my society and my culture while seeking and hoping for change. Now I am more than ready and determined to challenge the status quo. Now I boldly advocate for gender equality and equity, and it's time to create this change. In this journey, I have discovered the strength and resilience in women. We have defied all these biases and discrimination. In it all, we remain unshaken. Together, we can create a more sustainable and equitable world where we all have equal opportunities to thrive. Now I am finally home and I stand tall. Here I am working with the generation that will tear down this discriminatory wall and create a better society. This is Ugo. This is my story.